What's up, everybody? Ross with Ross Reviews here, and today I'm reviewing Spider-Man Homecoming because I finally got to see it. As you know, this is going to be my first thoughts video. It's going to be very spoiler-free, so don't worry about any spoilers or anything like that. You can totally watch this entire video if you haven't seen the movie yet, but I know I'm super late to the game, so you probably have, but I'll do a full review when the movie actually comes out on DVD. That'll contain spoilers like they normally do. So this is the most interesting take on Spider-Man that we've seen in recent years. I know the Andrew Garfield ones were kind of lackluster, and the first two Tobey Maguire ones were pretty good, and then the third one was just absolute crap. They tried to do too much in too short of a time. But anyway, I really like Tom Holland. He's a fantastic young actor, so it's really cool to see him come up and really own this role and carry this movie. Michael Keaton as the Vulture was epic. It was everything I loved about Michael Keaton's performance in Birdman amplified. So I'm really, really excited to see that role succeed and to see where he goes with that, if he returns or anything. It hits all the right beats. I like that we didn't do an origin story and we just kind of hinted that, you know, some things have happened in Peter and Aunt May's life rather than showing us again. I think that was a nice take. I know a lot of people are starting to get sick and tired of the origin stories, and I felt for Wonder Woman it made sense to do an origin story because we haven't seen her on the big screen ever, I think. So to do an origin story for Wonder Woman really kind of made sense and was kind of necessary because I don't think a lot of like the casual fans are familiar with her character, whereas casual fans now are pretty familiar with Peter Parker's backstory and the whole, you know, with great power comes great responsibility whole thing, since it's kind of said literally everywhere. I thought the supporting cast was great. Like, I really like the kid who plays Flash. He's on Screen Junkies quite a bit, and, you know, he was in Dope, and he was hilarious in that. He was hilarious in this. You know, I thought he made, you know, a pretty good bully, and, you know, it was funny to see him kind of act those chops up. Having Bill as the decathlon coach was great because, you know, it really calls back to Freaks and Geeks, and it almost feels like, you know, that was him grown up, so that was pretty awesome. Jon Favreau as Happy was fantastic. It was really, really funny. I really liked how they portrayed his character this time around, and, you know, I really like Jon Favreau. He seems like the kind of guy that would help you move if you asked him. So to see him, you know, step in front of the camera a little bit more than just be behind it, you know, it's always a win for me. So this movie ended up hitting all the right beats that I wanted to see in terms of, you know, he's got the cool suit. We start off right there, and then, you know, obviously, you know, he's going to mess up somewhere along the lines. That's in the trailer. That's not a spoiler, you know, the whole fairy thing. You know, and Tony takes the suit away, and he's still resilient and still tries to, you know, be the best man he can. And, you know, he makes some hiccups here and there. And, you know, it's a really fun ride, and it's really relatable, which is awesome. The climax was awesome. It was really, really interesting to see how they built that up and how they played that off. And, you know, there were some really cool tension scenes with Michael Keaton and Tom Holland that were like, damn, this means business. The wrap-up was nice. You know, the connectivity towards the other Marvel movies was awesome. We got some teases of, you know, some of the new stuff that'll be coming soon. Plus, you know, the post-credit scenes are always great, as always. You know, there are 2 post-credit scenes, and make sure you stay all the way to the end. The final one you'll enjoy. Alright, guys, I know that's pretty quick, but that really sums up everything I thought about Homecoming. And right before I recorded this, I was scrolling through Facebook, and a new Thor Ragnarok trailer dropped. I have one word, and one word only. Yeah! So, trailer breakdown coming soon. Alright, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget about that little bell so you get a notification every time I post a new video. And coming soon, we're going to get a Thor, obviously a Thor Ragnarok trailer breakdown. And then my Season 7, Episode 1 video for Game of Thrones still has yet to come out. I'm going to get that done tomorrow before Episode 2. And we'll go from there. Anyway, guys, Rosso, signing off.